70 Timberwolf. Hut, hut. Cowboy 80. Hut, hut. Ready? 60 by 6. Ready? Set! 70 Lion! Ready? Set it! Ready? Set! Ready? Ready, ready? Let's go! Let's go! Here we go, shot! Let's go now! Come on, set, go! Here we go, here we go! Ready, ready? Down! Ready? Set! Ready? Ready? Set! Set it! Set it! Ready? Liking 18! Check go!
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Houston Texans. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ that feels like gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game, get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. Down to the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tank Dell, 50 yards. And the Texans will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Again, they turn to 4. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. 2nd and 7. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is Ford. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line. Cowboy 80.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. Stroud working out of the gun. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Mason Graham in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. On the return, Johnson. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
It's a gain of 10. And the Browns first down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Sanders. Throw left side complete. That's Bates. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Throwing, Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Come on.
To throw again, here's Sanders. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal. At the 2-yard line.
Ford is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone. Says the field judge, it's ruled incomplete. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
What's up?
Delson in motion. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. 2nd down and 6 now.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Houston Texans.
Stroud sets up the play action. That is caught by Dell. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. They run with 4. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Cleveland.
Now Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Sanders to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Sanders going to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ford. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, Sanders. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ford. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Third down, Ford. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
2 yards on the play.
Here we go.
Here's Sanders. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. That is caught, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerome Ford, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Back at the 50-yard line.
Now Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nick Chubb, 42 yards. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sanders. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Ford. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Sanders. This pass caught by Beckham. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 63 yards rushing for him in this 1st half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. It's caught by OBJ. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw. Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. 2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun. Sanders. And this is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass caught by Fannin. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll try it now with Jenkins. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Operating from the gun. Sanders. This will be caught at about the 5. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Operating from the gun. Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Shedeur Sanders taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
It's second and 8.
Stroud looking to throw. Schultz hauls in the quick throw. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a third down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. We're underway here in the wild card round. This the first of 3 games today, but we had 2 games yesterday. Let's check them out. Our journey through the NFL starts now at Ford Field in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on their NFC North rivals, the Packers. And it's Josh Jacobs. He'll take it all the way, 26 yards, it's a touchdown. The Packers pull off the big upset. The wild card knocks off the division champ. They're moving on to the divisional round. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they get it to nuke DeAndre Hopkins. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. And here's a look at the current playoff bracket in the NFL playoffs. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Here now a third down and 8. Throwing, Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Escaping a tackler at the 25. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Delson in motion.
18.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And again, it's Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Stroud off the play fake. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
At the Browns' 43-yard line.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
A gain of 44 yards.
Stroud to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Stroud to the end zone, but it's incomplete. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Again, it's Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Athleticism on display there by Derek Barnett to come up and get him. Sanders. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
16 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Sampson. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Pressure on the Texans, able to get in there for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Sanders. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Houston set to take over. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Right where they set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Results in a fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Johnson on the return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Browns will take over first and 10. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35, here's second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
To throw now, here's Sanders. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Sanders to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a second and 1 forthcoming. An inside run with Judkins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshawn Judkins, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Looking to put a drive together.
Already.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 40.
They run again on first down. Chubb. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. And we're at the 41, second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
They run it again with Chubb. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
3rd and 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Let's.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Cleveland offense making their way out. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And the Browns first down.
Ready, right?
A give up the middle, Jenkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd and a couple. Jenkins going to run it out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now Sanders. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And the catch made by Johnson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Sanders. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Here's 2nd and 7.
49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Chubb will try the middle here. Down to the 25.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. How did he stay on his feet? And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Chubb will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Stroud working out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Stroud looks to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will add to their fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now the Browns down by 10. A minute 51 on the clock. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Sanders. Throwing to start the drive. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Number 3, Jerry Jeudy. A gain of 5 brings up second.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Able to find Jeudy. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
A gain of 6 yards on the play.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. Open man. He completes it to Jeudy. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. To throw again, here's Sanders.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll swing this out to Jenkins. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build-up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.